guys, welcome back to Weekly Tea View, the show where we go over random tea that spilled in the past week. So last week I had you guys fill in a poll for what we should call this little weekly segment, and 41% of you guys voted that we stay with Weekly Tea View, so that's what we're going to do. The next closest option was Tea of the Week at 23%. Before we start, just a reminder that I do have a giveaway for an iPad, so if you want more information on how to enter, make sure you check out my video linked in the description below. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to talk about is Gabbie Hanna's new video titled Jessi Smiles, Trisha Paytas, Alx James, and Beyonce. This was a 44-minute video, you guys, and she talked about so many things, but I'm here to give you guys a really quick summary of the most important notes. If you want more information, I suggest you watch her entire video, which I will link down below as well. Gabbie finally decided to make this video after Jessi Smiles' video a couple of days ago, where in the thumbnail you could see the question, did Gabbie ever apologize after the video? Gabbie says she wanted to solve the situation in private, as she doesn't believe it's right to constantly make videos about everyone you dislike. Gabbie starts off by showing texts between her and Jessi where she asks Jessi to stop bringing up the scandal between them in her videos. This is because at the time, the hate against Gabbie was getting really intense, and every day she would wake up to new tweets or videos about her. In her texts, which I actually read a lot of them, it seems like Gabbie was honestly trying to tell Jessi how she wants whatever is between them to stay like that and not out in the open for everybody to express their opinion on. Jessi agreed with Gabbie and said that they both hurt each other and that she also wants to leave things in the past. However, at the end of the conversation, Jessi blocked her and Gabbie couldn't message her anymore. Gabbie says that they both apologized to each other and that she truly thought everything was resolved between them, and that they just weren't friends anymore because they outgrew each other. Now, fast forward to November last year when Gabbie was going through tea with her all-time favorite YouTuber, Trisha Paytas. While she was going through that, she gets a tweet from her fans saying that Jessi subtweeted about Gabbie, and her tweet said, "If you're a shitty person, the world will find out. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, but it's only a matter of time." That night, Gabbie starts getting tweets about how she collaborated with her friend's rapist, how she's a social climber, and how she ditched her best friend for her rapist. Basically bringing up things from a couple of years ago. Not to mention that these are things that Gabbie had already talked to Jessi about and that she thought they already solved privately. Gabbie straight up denied ever collabing with her friend's rapist, whose name is Curtis, and she said she never defended him either. She actually talked about times when Curtis would take pictures when he saw her at events, and she would immediately tell him to stop taking pictures of her and stop communicating with her. Gabbie made it clear that she would never bash Jessi and would never support Curtis. However, over the past few years, people have been bullying Gabbie and spreading rumors about her collaborating with him. Gabbie says that this absolutely did not happen, and there's nothing on the internet proving this either. Gabbie says it's because of these rumors that she reached out to one of her fans who tweeted about being upset with Gabbie over this issue. In an effort to find out the source of this rumor, Gabbie asks her fan to send any proof of her and Curtis together, or any tweets of Gabbie supporting Curtis publicly. This fan quickly realizes that there is no evidence out there and apologizes to Gabbie for believing the rumors. She asks Gabbie to clear her name, and that is when Gabbie tells her that she doesn't want to bring this up anymore and wants just all of this to be over. I'm not gonna lie guys, it hurt when Gabbie said it felt good for someone to believe me when she was talking about this fan believing her, because it just shows how much hate she's gotten over the past few years. But Gabbie says she's sorry for reaching out to this fan. She never wanted to bash Jessi. She was angry and hurt and just wanted answers. She says she regrets her decision to message her fan and is embarrassed by it. The second thing Gabbie talks about is Trisha, and you know what this means? We're probably gonna get a whole rant from Trisha about this because her life is boring and she will literally respond to anyone who mentions her name. So the first thing Gabbie says is that there was no legal action taken against her, which shows once again that Trisha, the drama queen, literally makes things up for the internet. Gabbie says that she thought she and Trisha were on good terms and didn't know that Trisha had an issue with her until one of her friends contacted Gabbie saying that Trisha is telling everyone that Gabbie begged to come to her house. Gabbie proved this to be wrong by providing screenshots of Trisha sending her an invite to her house. After this, Trisha starts hating on Gabbie and starts talking about how Gabbie told everyone she has herpes. Gabbie says that David and Jason were over at her house and Jason told her that he had hooked up with Trisha. At this point, Gabbie has heard rumors of Trisha having herpes, but she didn't have a close relationship with Trisha, so she didn't contact her directly and ask about this. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Imagine some girl that you know and don't have a good relationship with calls you and asks about your sexual health. Like, that would just be weird, right? Gabbie says she and Jason were close friends back then, and when he told her about this, she was talking to him as a friend and was concerned as a friend. She told Jason that she has heard from a close friend of Trisha's that she has herpes and Jason should talk to Trisha directly to make sure. Gabbie says she never wanted to hurt Trisha and make her sad. She only did this to potentially protect her friend in case this was true. Okay, so the third person she talked about is Alx James. Now, this topic actually boils my blood. Let's take this back to a couple of years ago when Gabbie and Alx made a video about being in a haunted hotel. Gabbie says that on this trip she actually had severe panic attacks and had convinced herself that she was haunted. For example, she would wake up in the middle of the night and her bathtub would be full of water, the jacuzzi would be on, there would be banging on the door but nobody out there. Gabbie says she would have meltdowns and that she actually changed her room because she was so scared. She says that she asked Alx multiple times if he was the one doing all this and he would deny it every time. A couple years later, Gabbie decides to ask Alx one more time if he had anything to do with what had happened during their trip, and this is when Alx confessed to everything. I won't read all of this to you guys, but basically Alx calls Gabbie ridiculous and dramatic for being upset over him lying. This is so annoying to me, you guys. She was literally crying and having multiple panic attacks and calling a priest for God's sake, and he decides to continue his little joke and now make her seem pathetic for bringing it up. And once again, she is now blocked and cannot contact him anymore. This is basically the major things that she was talking about. Now, someone who's totally neutral in this situation, her video does make sense. She seemed genuine, she seemed regretful, and to be honest, I don't agree with the hate that she gets. I'm not her biggest fan, but some people, for whatever reason, really hate Gabbie. I think she's making an effort to move on, and after this video, I believe people should stop bringing up things from her past. Moving on to Colleen Ballinger, she came out with a response video a couple of days ago. Not only that, but a day before Colleen's video, another channel comes out with a video titled The Dark Side of Colleen Ballinger. So this video is probably one of the cringiest and most disturbing things that I've seen in a while. Basically, it's just a compilation of old videos of Colleen saying racist, rude, and disgusting things. As you can imagine, there was a lot of backlash and people in the comment section were mad. Now, a day after this video, on May 12th, Colleen came out with her video titled Addressing Everything. In this video, she talks about how she was a teenager when those videos of her being racist and making fun of overweight people came out. She apologizes profusely and says that that's not who she is today. She said watching these videos embarrasses her and that she can't believe that she said these offensive things that could hurt people. She also said that she uses humor to talk about topics that are painful for her, which is what she did when she was explaining a story about how her dog bit her and was forced to be put down by the vet. She again apologizes and says that she is not the same person today. She then talked about the situation with Adam. First, she mentioned sending underwear to Adam, who was a minor. She says the situation was taken way out of context and that she was giving away clothes on her live and Adam asked for the underwear. She says he tried them on, took photos, and this was basically a joke in the fandom. She says she always sends fans weird things and that in her mind this was no different. But she says that she doesn't know what she was thinking and now she realizes that she should not have done this. She also says that she didn't know Adam's mom was uncomfortable with the relationship because she seemed very supportive. She even commented under Colleen's photos. Colleen said that if she ever knew his parents were uncomfortable, she would have stopped all communications with Adam. Now, when Adam posted that infamous tweet, Colleen admits that she did not look at it before he posted it. She says, I put zero blame on Adam and it was my responsibility to check over the things he posted. She just let him know that she was upset, but that wasn't his fault. Adam then logged out of the account and after a while messaged Colleen saying that he was upset with her and how she ended things. And at the end of the video, she wished all her fans and specifically Adam happiness in the future and then apologized if she ever hurt anyone. She says she's still trying to learn and wants to be a better role model for her fans. Alright guys, you know I hate the current cancel culture that we have. I'm also not the biggest fan of bringing up old videos / tweets in order to prove that someone is a bad person. I think people change and make mistakes, but this doesn't mean I'm okay with ignoring what happened in the past. The truth is that these disturbing things were said by Colleen and she can't deny it, nor did she try to deny it honestly. I like to believe the best in people, but I know the hurtful things she said can't be forgotten. I do appreciate her coming out with an apology and I think she can move in a positive direction if she does, in fact, truly learn from this. Regarding what happened with Adam, like I said in my previous videos, I think both parties were at fault, and I'm very happy to see Colleen is taking responsibility for her actions. Now, let's look at a couple of the comments from the video. One user said, "I love how authentic she was. She didn't cry or blame anyone else like other apologies. She owned up to it, and I respect that more than anything. She's my role model." Not all comments were positive, however. One user said, "Dude, her apology was pretty decent, but I really question her restraint and boundaries. She didn't even have second thoughts about all her interactions with that minor. I don't know, I've never watched her stuff, but I don't think I will ever now, just because she seems like a loose cannon. I hope she learns from this and instills personal boundaries between her and her fan base." Okay guys, so the third topic that we're going to discuss today is Lilly Singh. As you probably know, Lilly's late night show, A Little Late with Lilly Singh, ended its first season in December 2019. A couple of days ago now, Lilly announced that they have been approved for a second season. Now, not everyone is super psyched about this. Lilly's first season actually received a lot of criticism from viewers. For example, some people said that she steals jokes or has the same jokes in most episodes, and that she has a fake audience with fake laughs. Now, in her recent YouTube video titled "My Honest Thoughts About My Late Night Show," Lilly talks about some of the things she learned during her first season, that she's new to all this and that she just needs more experience to make a better show. However, she did not specifically mention any of the criticism that people actually have. For example, a lot of people are saying that her jokes are all about being a bisexual woman of color. One person commented, "If your whole personality is your sexuality and your race, that's not much of a personality." Now, I looked back and I found a video posted in February this year by a fan who actually went to 4 of Lilly's late show recordings as the audience. This fan said how they would hype them up before the show started, have them laugh for no reason while they record them, and basically the crew kept telling the audience to always be super hyped and smiling for the camera. She also says that the show has paid audience members who attend every episode of the show. Their job was to, again, make sure that everyone is happy and laughing. I'm personally glad that she got extended to a second season, and I just hope that she takes the criticism she got and learns from it and creates a show that is just better in quality, to be honest. Okay, so this last comment, it's really mean, but I thought it's funny, so I had to show it to you guys. "As a Canadian, I apologize to our American cousins for offloading Lilly Singh on you. Relax, we gave them Ryan Reynolds. We can afford to screw up a little bit." And our final topic for today is Jeffree Star. He's being slammed on social media for releasing his new palette named Cremated during the coronavirus outbreak. People call him tone deaf and said that this was bad timing for this new palette, specifically because of the name. One user wrote, "What the fuck? People are being cremated because the mortuaries have run out of space. Bad timing. This could have waited until thousands aren't dying daily." In a YouTube video released yesterday, Jeffree said that this palette was supposed to be released in April and was delayed because of the pandemic. He said that the word cremated not only is dark and gothic like the tone of his palette, it's also a catchphrase that he uses to say he's mesmerized by something. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked the video. I really want to know what you guys think about all of this, so please let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye!